So this is my first video in ages because I burned myself out and got a little bit ill because I was just doing too much and had a very busy September, October and November. So I had a little bit of a break from YouTube just to take a little breather. And I realised in that gap that I found it really hard to start making videos again because I'd fallen into the classic trap of fear and self-doubt that so many of us fall into time and time and time again. And they really go hand in hand because we doubt ourselves, and our fear is that being realised by other people, being realised eventually by ourselves. So one of the very dominant energies of my soul contract is the 12-3. The 12 wants to expand and it's always looking to find balance, and it can really struggle with that. And I can definitely struggle to find balance in a very big way. And the 3 is all about coming out of hiding and sharing yourself and your knowledge and your talents and gifts with the world, and coming out of shyness and unworthiness. It's a very big self-worth wound, the 3. It's a master number, so it's very strong. So I have this in a talent and a soul destiny, so it's a very strong energy. And the 3 is pushing me to expand, but not necessarily from a really healthy place, but from a drive of unworthiness and lack, and this belief, which is very deep inside of me, of must do more, must create more, must be more, because I am not enough as I am. That is the core belief that sort of has sat inside of me for a very long time. And this kind of leads me into what I wanted to talk about. So deep emotional healing, which is the type of work that I do that gets to the core wounds, is so incredibly important and relevant because we don't often know what those wounds are. So imagine the surface of the earth, and on that surface is a beautiful tree. And the tree is what you can see. The tree is the belief that you're like, oh yes, I know that sometimes I don't feel good enough. Now, the tree stands on its own, but it has these roots very deep into the ground that are interconnected with other trees and other roots and other dark hidden places within the earth, and hooking in and attaching and complementing. And that's all the stuff we can't see. So all of the programming and the beliefs that we hold about ourselves and about the world that really create our reality are often completely unseen, and we are completely unaware of them. And there is a pie chart that I once saw and I loved it so much it stuck in my mind. So imagine a pie chart like this, and 1% is shit we don't know. Okay, shit we don't know. And then another 1% is shit we know that we don't know. Like, oh, I know there's something that I don't know about myself. So that's 2% out of 100 done. And then 98% is shit we don't know that we don't know. And that is, you might have to pause it and think about that. This is the whole point. There is a lot of stuff under the surface within us that drives our habits and patterns and behaviors in our present moment that we're completely unaware of. We don't even know they exist. And the soul contract can be a massive way of waking up that dormant, hidden, deep within the earth part of us, and start shifting and stirring our memories to awaken and remember, oh my God, yes, that is how I've been feeling. That is what's been driving me. And then we go into the deep, going into the roots and untangling and unknotting and untwisting and creating space and pulling them free out of the ground because they don't need to be there. And this is my journey on earth. This is kind of my mission, as it were, for myself, and then to help others do the same thing. And it gives me a real joy. So I am working through the fear and the self-doubt that sits heavy and dense within me to come out onto the other side and to keep sharing what I feel called to share. And a big thing about me is I'm all about being authentic and standing in my integrity, they're very important things for me. But sometimes with my sevens and my soul contract, I have seven sevens across both my birth and my common name. I can sometimes wear a mask and hide what's really going on and hide how I'm really feeling. So this is kind of like a nice wake-up call for me to be like, hey, I got sick, I tried to do too much too soon, and then my life felt really quiet and really, the energy felt really dead. And I beat myself up and thought I'm not good enough. And this is on me and I haven't worked hard enough. And man, it's such a vicious cycle, because when you get there, you then start pushing harder again, and then you break, and then you go through dead energy and you think, I'm doing something wrong, and then you work harder again. So maybe you've been stuck in that loop too. And what does not help is social media, which just keeps driving this belief of, look how well everyone else is doing, look how poorly you're performing, look how small your life is in comparison. So this is a big watch out for me, and I'll speak a lot more about this soon. So for now, stay tuned. I will keep posting consistently and authentically on the things that feel very important to me to share. And if you want to stay in the loop about all the healing of the core wounds and the transformation that you can create in your life through the work that we can do, then stay in touch, subscribe, hang out, and until next time, I wish you a very beautiful rest of your day.